Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another HD broadcast. And today, I'm proud to bring to you guys a Terran versus Terran game here on Xel'Naga Caverns. And it looks like, right off the bat, we have an SCV moving out here for our blue Terran player. So, before the action really gets heated up, which it looks like this is going to be a very hot and intense game for at least the first couple of minutes, and it might even end right away. This blue Terran player is Maka.Prime. He has spawned here at the top right-hand corner, and I actually have casted a couple of games of Maka before. In fact, the last game I casted of him was when he played against the Points, and he went for that proxy Ghost Academy build, which he went for Ghost, and then he just pretty much sniped his way to victory. So Maka has shown that he is definitely a player who can be unpredictable. He knows how to play the cheesiest builds, I gotta say it, and he still also knows how to play macro-oriented games as well. So obviously a deadly combination, and it looks like this time around he's going to be using that cheesy side of him to try to obtain victory today. He's going to be throwing down this proxy barracks right outside of the natural of his opponent Terran. And speaking of his opponent Terran, it is NeedBBackup, which he actually has two B's in his name, so NeedBBackup. But his name is actually kind of prophetic because he might just need some backup here in this game because the action's going to heat up real soon. Looks like his SCV, oh man, just barely saw the barracks. It actually didn't see the barracks. It just barely almost did though. It kind of scooted over here and then went ahead to scurry to the north, and that is going to hurt NeedBBackup. If he had saw this barracks, that would have helped him prepare for the impending attack. He could have thrown up a bunker a little bit earlier perhaps, although his barracks is just now finishing. He's opening with the standard timing, and here comes Maka.Prime. He's going to be aggressive with this Marine and SCV, forcing NeedBBackup to pull 5 or 6 SCV off the line. And Backup is going to be throwing up a bunker here to try to secure his frontal door. This is great play for Backup, but he needs to keep these Marines at bay. Looks like Maka.Prime is going to be aggressive with these 2 Marines. Going to kill off one of the SCVs. Is he going to be able to get a second one? It's going to be very close as both players are just microing so well right now. But look at that income tab. It looks like Backup is still ahead in terms of harvester count. One more SCV falling, so now it's going to be 13 to 12. But Maka.Prime there sacrificing a lot of his early economy to go for this aggressive play in the beginning, and that shows. He's now narrowed the gap down to 13 to 12, but at the same time NeedBBackup, he had to build a bunker. He's playing defensively right now. He's kind of scared. So I think perhaps that attack might have been successful for Maka.Prime. And I think right now NeedBBackup might just be in a little bit of trouble. He's really obviously concerned about the continuing pressure. Still pumping Marines, filling up that bunker. And right now he does have an SCV inside the opponent's base. It looks like he possibly could kill Maka's mule here. Very close to mule at 5 HP. Oh, the mule is just barely going to make it away with minerals in hand, and the SCV is going to get taken out by the retreating Marines. So already only 4 minutes and 30 seconds into this game, the action has already heated up. Obviously Maka doesn't want to let me rest my voice whatsoever, so finally I get to relax a little bit. It looks like Backup is going to bring some of his Marines and ward away that proxy barracks. But yeah, already an intense opening to this game, and let's hope the action continues on. Now the nice thing for Backup is that he's pushed his barracks away, so he can start focusing more on economic production. He doesn't want to fall behind Maka.Prime, obviously, because Maka has already established himself. He's one of the greats. He's one of the great Terran players. And if you fall behind an economy to one of these top tier level players, you're just gonna be pretty much screwing yourself for the rest of the game. So Maka.Prime, now that he's killed off that barracks, he's actually only forced it to lift off, but he sees the barracks once again. Maka's being very aggressive with this barracks, using it to scout wherever possible. But now Backup's going to be able to pump as many SCVs as he possibly can. It looks like he's got a barracks down with a tech lab, going to be getting a factory as well. And for Maka's build, he's going to be opening with a very early command center, using that early aggression to his advantage and to defend any impending enemy Terran attacks. He's going to be throwing up a bunker up here on the ramp at the same time. And actually really nice timing on Maka's bunker, because Backup is now coming with a Marauder and 3 Marines, and he's gonna possibly try to bust down this front door, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Not with the 2 Hellions and the bunker there, and that is gonna force Backup to fall back just for now. And it looks like the Hellions are gonna sneak under the nose of Backup's forces. Now, wow, Maka.Prime is still being aggressive with this barracks, has been using this thing all day long since the beginning of the game, and is still using it to scout wherever possible. Now he's going to be bringing in his 2 Hellions, and he does see the command center bringing up for backup, and he kills off the SCV. Huge pickup right there for backup. Killing off this SCV is going to force this command center to be delayed that much longer. The command center right now probably would have been finishing up, but now backup forced to pull off another SCV, and that command center is going to be delayed. So nice pickup there from Maka. And he's still got the 2 Hellions here. He's going to come in once again. He's going to kill the SCV. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Killing the SCV twice now. And the command center has been hugely delayed. Looks like the Hellion's going to come in here. Possibly going to get some more SCV kills. They're going to get inside the mineral line. And the SCVs surround. Very mad SCVs there. But it looks like the meal gets taken out. Huge pickup. That Hellion actually had 4 kills. So Maka.Prime here showing how much more superior of a player he is. Looks like he's even allowed the barracks. He kind of used this thing to distract the Marines from attacking the Hellions, and so the barracks is going to burn, but a small price to pay to really kill off all those harvesters. 28 over 19 right now, and now both players, it looks like, have transitioned into a starport type build. They've both gotten Banshees. They're both researching Cloak as well. So this is Backup's chance here. Can he get back into this game? He has to kill off as many harvesters as he possibly can. At the same time, though, he has to defend against Maka's Banshee now inside of his natural expansion. Gonna possibly get a lot of SCV kills, and Cloak being used, but a scan countering the Cloak, and Backup picks off that Banshee. And now he's gonna have to focus all of his efforts on this Banshee at the natural. Gonna kill off 2 harvesters, but you guys can see that income, that harvester count, still favoring Maka.Prime right now, showing how much better of a player Maka.Prime is. Both players on the production now racing to get a Raven out because they realize that Cloak's Banshees can be a huge problem to deal with. And Maka is going to be coming out with a second Banshee once again, abusing the fact that the Terran does not have a scan ready to detect this Cloak Banshee. Going to pick off a couple of SCVs and Marines there. And Backup here, getting out of harm's way just in time. That Banshee has 14 HP, but it has 9 kills. And this is exactly what Backup needs to do if he wants to buy himself back into this game. Going to pick off a couple of SCVs here or there. Raven comes out, and that's going to ward the Banshee away just for now. At the same time, though, Backup bringing up a secondary Banshee, picking off all the harvesters at the natural expansion, forcing them to run with drills and minerals in hand back to the main. And I think right now Backup might just be getting himself back into this game. He stopped all mining at the natural expansion. He's playing really well with his Banshees. Keep in mind, he still has this cloaked one at the back of the main base of Maka.Prime, so he's playing very well right now. He's just got to be able to fend off Maka's Banshee here at the north. It's going to come into the main. Is Backup going to be able to respond in time? He does have a Viking. Is he going to be able to deflect it? It looks like the Banshee is going to get about 3 or 4 kills here, and it launches one more Halo of rockets and picks off the SCV. At the same time, it looks like that cloaked Banshee here at the back got taken out, and only one more Banshee at the natural for Maka.Prime. So my goodness, 11 minutes into this game, so much action unfolding. Looks like the Banshee, the last one in the game, finally gets taken down. I mean, that Banshee was here for the longest time. And look at how much damage it did to this command center. The command center currently at 840 health, so almost took out the command center halfway down. And a lot of action already in this so far 12-minute Terran versus Terran. Typically, you don't see this much action in a TVT, but I'm thrilled to see both players being so aggressive. I still gotta say that Maka.Prime has the advantage, and now he's got siege tanks out, which is pretty much gonna throw this game into the Terran versus Terran mid-game. When any player can get siege tanks out, this is when both players start to play very defensively, because as you guys all know, you can't just charge headlong in there. Even if you've got Stimpack, you can't charge into a bunch of siege tanks. It's just suicidal, so you just can't do it. And both players right now are probably going to hunker down, start to macro up, pump as many harvesters as they can, and try to get themselves geared up for the mid towards late game. So as you guys can see right now, Backup going to start to work on those rocks at the gold expansion. Always a good idea when your forces are kind of just lingering about, don't really have anything to do. And it looks like Maka.Prime is going to focus primarily on siege tech, and it looks like he's also transitioning into heavy marauder play. He doesn't quite have concussive shells yet. He is researching stim, however, on that production tab. NeedBackup is getting a bunch of tech labs down, and he is getting stim as well as just finishing concussive shells there. So his marauders right now are a little bit heavier upgraded, but it looks like for the production, NeedBackup might be favoring more Vikings over Maka, who right now is favoring a lot more Marauders. Yeah, we have more Marauders, whereas we have 2 Vikings on the production tab for NeedBackup. And